Part 1. White Clouds. Blue Sea Moon. The Goddess's Rite of Rebirth. As the sun grows stronger and the nights grow ever shorter, the Blue Sea Star returns to the sky once more. Believed to be the goddess's home, her followers look to the star and commence celebrations of her rebirth. On the grounds of Garreg Mach Monastery, a grand ceremony is held in honor of this much-anticipated event. Every true follower of the Church of Saros is sure to be in attendance.
Thanks.
Oh, Dimitri would like to speak with me. Well, of course. And welcome back, everyone, for the next part of Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Perfect timing, Professor. If you don't mind, I have a favor I'd like to ask of you.
What is that favor?
It's in regard to sword training. Not for myself, but, well, to be honest, I've been teaching swordsmanship to the orphans at the monastery for a while now.
Why the orphanage, though? How did that come to be?
Some of them saw me sparring with the knights one day. They started pestering me to teach them. They were so earnest, I couldn't help but oblige. There's much I wish to show them, but due to my own studies and training, I'm afraid my time is rather limited.
And then you ask your own teacher to teach others, even though you know I have even more students to take care of. Interesting.
Which brings me to my favor. Your swordsmanship is unmatched. I hate to ask this of you, but would you consider lending me a hand?
I mean, I don't mind helping out, right? You can count on me.
Thank you, truly. I am in your debt, and I always repay my debts, I'll have you know. All of these children lost their families and homes to war or illness. This may sound a bit arrogant, but I feel it's my responsibility to help them. I lost my parents without warning, too. In that way, we're the same. In Dusker, I lost my father, stepmother, and closest friends. I didn't have many allies at the castle after that. In truth, I had only to do for companionship.
Oh. Is there no one else you can trust?
I once had people I could confide in. Family, friends, instructors, even the royal soldiers. But they were all taken away from me 4 years ago.
Oh.
But there were those outside the castle walls I was close to, such as Rodrigue.
Who's that?
Pardon my rudeness. I meant Lord Rodrigue. He is my father's old companion, and the father of Felix. On the occasions he would visit the capital, he'd take me out hunting, or on long horse rides.
So that's why you love horses. I mean, you have a 3-star in horse riding, right?
While Dedu is like a brother to me, Rodrigue is more like a second father. It might sound ridiculous, but he's the kind of man I hope to become one day. Someone who helps others. Someone who can reach out and save a lost soul. Oh, please, accept my apologies for boring you with my life story. In any case, don't forget your promise, Professor. I'm counting on you.
Sure, don't worry about a thing. Great, thank you, max motivation. That's what I wanted to see. That's why I was so angry about Mercedes, who just skipped that.
So, our task for this moon is to patrol and guard the monastery, to help put a stop to that assassination plot. The knights will certainly have their hands full protecting Lady Rhea, and perhaps our enemy is counting on that.
What do you mean?
Your Highness, I am curious as to what you mean by that.
Why would Lord Lonato be carrying around a secret note with an assassination plot written on it? Isn't it possible he hoped to monopolize everyone's attention with this alleged plot in order to distract from his true aim?
Right. Normally, such notes get destroyed on the spot after they've been read. There's no way they would leave an evidence like that behind.
Maybe they're after the treasure vault. There's also lots of valuable stuff in the library and Professor Hanneman's quarters.
True. The monastery undoubtedly houses many weapons that rival even the hero's relics.
Whatever their aim, we can't allow any harm to come to the ladies of the monastery. I mean, what would I do with my spare time?
You mean to say we should search the monastery, try to find what the enemy is truly after?
Yes. And we should be prepared to fight them as well, should it come to that. I wouldn't mind getting in some training, just in case.
A secret meeting, Professor?
Looks like it.
Oh, we haven't been introduced. I am Shamir.
Shamir is one of the Knights of Seros, and this young man here is...
I work for Lady Rhea, and I'm Shamir's apprentice. Oh, the name's Cyril.
Shamir's apprentice, huh?
Yep, she's teaching me about the bow and the sword and all kinds of stuff. I've got to protect Lady Rhea, so that's why I've got to learn all I can from Shamir.
Cyril adores Rhea. That aside, if you need anything, ask.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. So he adores Rhea. Huh. Anyways, it's time to oh wait, I can only explore. I guess that means something important is going to happen. So, is Zeros? Oh, yeah. There she is. What am I saying? Zeros. Sotis!
Hero's relic.
Do you know something?
However, could I know something? Still, it is heavy on my mind. The stone within the sword. A glow of red. Oh, it is nothing.
What do you mean? A stone within a sword? Glow of red? Sotis, you're telling me something, and at the same time you're telling me nothing. You just leave open more questions. Anyways, first of all, I want to see the quests. Only the bold, T for 2, and in hiding. Okay. I guess I'm just going to run to those quests and see what's going to happen.
Hey, Professor.
Hey, Casper.
Oh, hey, Professor.
I saw you have
I was
quests.
just reading this letter from my father. Do you know him? He's a pretty big deal in the Empire. He only writes to ask how my training's going, or how many monsters I've killed. Stuff like that.
About your quests.
Hey, I got a favor to ask.
Fighting tournaments are held in the monastery to test what the students learn in their daily training. Speak to the tournament organizer at the training ground to learn more about it. Except... Oh, wait, item! Flower. Bright red color, shape of a rose. That sounds like Lawrence. Anyways, going to see you at the Colosseum, kind of thing. So, that's the guy we were supposed to talk to. And, oh, is that a sword fighting competition? Well, who might be the one I would send to a sword fighting competition? Am I right? Yeah, of course. Let's see. Felix, you're supposed to do that in a flash, okay? Do it. Wow! Destroy! Felix. Sure. Continue. Just continue. Bam! Gone. Second win. Third round. Doesn't look like a problem. Dear God.
2.
1. Next round. That looks a little bit more tricky, but 2 hits and he's down.
You're weak.
There we go. See? No problem. And now I'm going to use one of my restoration. There we go. You should be able to handle that, right? There, go Felix! Destroy them all! Are we done? Yeah! See? Felix is a beast. Absolute beast. He even got a sword with a plus on it. And he leveled me up. Great job! And my monthly funds got increased again.
I'm glad.
And I even get another steel axe. Great! Now, I probably need to buy some spears in the future since, I'm running out. I'm kinda running out. Oh wait, Felix, you have something to tell me?
Sending in a...
No? Who was the... Oh, you. Hey
You're
there.
skilled. Why won't you battle me?
Why would I want to battle you? But you can teach me something about riding. But actually I want to learn wings more than riding. Sorry. I see you guys in the next quest. So the second quest is right here. Let's see.
Please, do me a favor.
Find a tea ever who is worthy of friend's tea set. When you have given away the tea set, you can try inviting someone to a tea party. Sure. Sounds easy enough. Let me just quickly do that. Or rather, since the areas right next to each other, how about I also accept your quest? Huh?
I've been in town procuring some supplies for Flame.
Did you encounter any danger?
No, but do not concern yourself for my safety. I am very much stronger than I appear. I
Is
have
your
something
quest?
to ask of you.
Get information on the Thief's Hideout. You may find information on each region connecting the Knight's Hold. Sure, accept. Sounds easy enough. But first of all, there's another quest waiting for us right
Let's
over
see.
here.
If the enemy's aim lies elsewhere, we had better discern their true intent quickly. As I see it, our best option is to explore every inch of the monastery. We should also speak to everyone here. Let's plan to compare notes once you've got a lead.
Dimitri, I'm already doing that.
Will you do me a favor?
Talk to the people in the monastery to help out, figure out the enemy's true aim. But I'm already trying to do that. I'm talking to a lot of people actually. And I need to grab this item here. And hey there,
I hear you have
Thomas.
fought alongside Catherine. I would wager that her power exceeded your expectations.
I know,
Had
right?
you the
She was
chance to
rage
witness her
broken.
relic? Thunderbrand, glowing red. That glow is a sure sign that her blood contains a crest that harmonizes with that hero's relic.
So that's why it was glowing, huh? Well, if that's the case, let me just grab this item. Golden earrings. Ah! Earrings for the blue guy. Wait, where is he? Dude, where are you? Oh well, first of all, let's just
done.
finish up
You
this
have my
quest.
thanks.
This month's only quest. Finish, give me the XP, everything's good. Next up is the guy right left to us. He's already really near, right? Right around here. And I need to talk to Anita, maybe? Was it her?
I bought the ingredients for making some sweet treats I can't wait to eat. Huh? Oh, I know it looks like I'm fooling around, but I'm not. I'm preparing for potential battle during my patrol by making sure I have plenty of food I can eat while walking. Smart, huh?
True, yeah, good thinking.
I know. Once they're ready, I promise to share some with you.
Well, thanks, but please, try them before you give them away, okay? So you were not the guy. Oh, I need to talk to you.
Something in the monastery that someone might go after? There's so much here, I couldn't possibly name just one. Even this here kitchen contains precious wares, wine bottles from centuries past and the like. I hear that stuff is fancy, but not very drinkable. I doubt anyone would go to the trouble of stealing it.
Who knows? But thanks for the note. Oh my god, there are a lot of spots.
Maybe.
Next to you?
It would be terrible if the greenhouse was targeted. The plants in here are incredibly valuable. This place contains the heart of Garrett Mock's 995-year history.
Almost
So
1,000
many
years?
beautiful flowers, plants that can save or end lives. They are all my precious children.
Huh. Thanks for the notes. And Lawrence, it
right
seems
of
like
rebirth.
you're the
Could
one
it
who's
be
going
that
to get the
someone has-
tea. Also, I have a flower for you. I guess this is yours, right?
Most kind. Thank you for bringing this to me.
You're welcome. So about the quest, I was also going to give you the elegant tea sets.
How kind of you.
Since that was the request I was
I will
supposed to
have
give.
to repay you sometime.
And that finished up the quest. Great. I don't really want to invite him for tea though.
Okay.
Sorry about that, Lawrence, but I'm not ready for you yet. So, the next
On the day of
note-
the rite, the monastery will be open to the public, including the Holy Mausoleum. The Holy Mausoleum is where the tomb of the divine Seros lies. There she slumbers, eternally. That's pretty much all that's in there. Just an ancient coffin. It's sealed with a powerful magic to protect against would-be grave robbers.
Oh, cool. Cool. Okay, next spot. Outside of the
Have you
cathedral.
visited the Goddess Tower? It's a sacred place used for rituals and the like. In general, students aren't allowed entry. But as you'd expect, that rule just excites their curiosity. Some have even tried sneaking in. Well, at least for this month, that kind of behavior is totally unthinkable. We have a lot more security, what with the goddess's rite of rebirth coming up.
More security. Okay.
Professor?
So... What? I just want to talk to him.
You
God
know
damn
what
it.
this room is. It is the church's treasure vault. I say treasure, but I do not mean silver and gold and jewels. It mostly contains weapons, artifacts, and the like. Anything that would cause too great a stir, should it be stolen? No. The church knows better than to store anything too valuable in such an accessible location.
Good to know. Okay, there are only 2 slots left. Let's go right away.
There are numerous books in this library that you cannot find anywhere else. But once you are here, you can read them easily enough. I doubt someone would go to the trouble of stealing one.
Right,
Sometimes
especially since they
Setis will
could just
dispose of
sneak
books
in.
that are deemed inappropriate for the monastery, but that's about it. In a way, I suppose that makes those particular volumes more valuable, right?
It's supposed to be that way. So, and the last note, right next to this thing, is from Handman.
Unbelievable. What a terrifying story. However, an assassination attempt on Lady Rhea is doomed to fail.
And why is that?
Pardon? You think the goal may be different than simple assassination? Intriguing. I suppose the priceless objects in this room could perhaps draw thieves. However, there's no one but me who could make use of them.
And with that, we have all the information that we need. Oh wait, item! Taste for liquor. I kinda know who's that going to be. Hey there, girl! I have
in
your
this nervous state,
your
I might
toy.
just cut you down.
Please don't.
Oh.
But I have your items. The replica.
Not mine. Don't know whose it is.
It's not yours. Okay, now it's weird. Now it's really weird. I have no idea. I guess a fan of yours had that item, right? Well, at least that finished up with the mission. Let's
for your
talk to
help.
Dimitri and end the whole quest.
So, there is something that the church values above all else. On the day of the rite, it will be open to the public. That will make gaining entry far easier than usual. You know the place of which I speak.
The Holy Mausoleum.
Yes, that is the most likely possibility. We do not know their objective, but there is a good chance that our enemy is planning to target the Holy Mausoleum.
Because the other two options weren't really that good. Right? I mean, food, the books. Nah, no way. No way they would try to steal books from us. Or food. Just no way. So, from the looks of it, I'm just going to finish up my routes since there are, wait, how many points? There are a few points more I have to talk to, and after that, I'm going to have a diner, sing a bit, and finish the day. Or maybe I'm going to learn more about riding or flying. Who knows? One of those things. So, and with that, I've finished everything I wanted to do. Now, there are a few supports I could watch with Ash and Annette and... Actually, I kind of want to do that. So let's see.
At this time of year, the fish are fat.
Since we have time, you
Simply
know?
grilling
We
them
have
will
time.
bring out their best flavor. Steaming them with herbs is delicious too.
Wow, you know a lot about this. I'm learning so much from you, Dedu. Were you a cook at the castle in Ferdiad?
No.
Did your family own an eatery of some kind?
No. My sister and I helped with cooking at home.
Wow, that's all? I thought I was confident about my skills, but next to you, I feel like an amateur. Hey, could you give me some advice about other kinds of meat besides fish?
Ash.
Yes, Dedu?
Why do you spend time with me?
What? What is up with this guy? Every time someone approaches them, he's just pushing them away.
We're friends, right? I just want to get to know you better. Is that so odd?
I am from Dusker.
So, look at me. I came from a life of poverty. I was lucky to even be let in here to study with all these high-class people. I think we have a lot in common.
Being poor and being from Dusker are two different things.
Oh, I know. But we can still be friends, can't we?
You are a peculiar person.
So I'm told.
Oh, Ash is so pure. Oh, that guy is so lovely. Ah! Okay, next conversation with Annette. Oh shoot, what is she doing? What are you doing?
Oh no, oh no, oh no! Please tell me that wasn't the pan!
Oh
What was
no!
that noise?
What are you doing?
Dedu! Well, as you can see, the pan kind of exploded. Just a little.
Again?
How did you manage that?
I looked away for a moment and the pan just went boom! Ugh, I'm grateful nothing caught fire, but now the kitchen is a mess.
Are you hurt?
Oh, no, I just got a little spooked. I really lucked out, didn't I? That could have turned out much worse.
Indeed. But do not turn your back next time. Your life could depend on it.
Right, sorry. I'll be more careful from now on.
Let me help you.
Huh?
I will help you clean up.
No, I can't let you do that. This is all my fault. You shouldn't have to help me.
I have time. Let us fix this quickly. We will need to prepare more food before the others arrive at the dining hall.
Oh, you're right. So, after we clean up, you're also gonna help me cook?
You object?
Oh yes, please, please. I heard he's a very good cook. And Annette, you just destroyed the kitchen.
Of course not. I'm just so sorry to bother you with this.
So, next up is, oh my god, there are actually a lot of conversation. Oh well, right? Savani.
Wow, Ash, training again? You're taking this whole night thing pretty seriously.
It's just my daily training. Maybe you could stand to be a little more eager yourself? If I want to be a great knight, I've got no choice but to put the effort in.
No choice? I think you're making life too difficult. Knights don't have to be perfect. All I'm saying is, I've seen some pretty sloppy knights out there.
That's not going to be me. I'm going to be a proud knight, virtuous and gallant.
Virtuous and gallant? Are you kidding me? If you just ride around being virtuous, people will get fed up. They'll boot you out of town.
Also, I don't plan to make you into some kind of knight. You're going to be the best archer sniper there is.
It's never wrong to have virtue, not even if it means being made an outcast.
Interesting idea. You think very highly of this whole virtue thing. Say, have there been any knights who became great just by thinking highly of themselves? Think on this. Knights are supposed to protect people and earn their admiration. Isn't that right?
Well, yes. So what are you saying I should do?
Seize people's hearts!
What do you mean?
You want people to love you? Offer them something they haven't got. Guess what that is? It's you, Ash. They don't have you.
What?
Get out there, buddy. Be valiant. Help people. Here, I'll show you how it works.
Oh no. Don't corrupt him.
Don't go bothering people.
Don't corrupt my
Hey there, cutie.
my ass.
You seem to have lots of bags there. They must be heavy. My name's Sylvain. Let me help you out. Are these going in the warehouse?
Helping out those in need, I guess that's a good start.
No thanks necessary. It's been enough just to be able to talk to you. Well, if you insist. How about we go get some tea? It must be fate that we met like this.
Ah, this
I'd like to get to know
playboy.
you.
This
Great
playboy.
knight, huh? More like a great philanderer. Seems like all he wants to do is flirt with women. No, I can't allow this. I have to stop him.
Next up is Ash with Ingrid.
Hi there, Ash. Here to do some reading as well, I take it? Ash?
Huh, Ingrid, you gave me a start. How long have you been standing there?
Not too long. Apologies for startling you. Must be a great book for you to be so deeply engrossed in it. What has you so captivated?
Oh, it's quite an old book. One of the really old legends of Fargus.
Aha! It must be the Sword of Kaifon then, yes?
Oh, so you know it.
Oh yes. I know it quite well. I read it often as a child. In fact, I read it so much that my personal copy fell apart. I brought it everywhere with me. I adore that book. The tale of the warrior Kaifon, whose devotion and loyalty enabled his best friend Luke to become king. He went to great lengths to see things through.
Exactly. I love the image of him charging forward into the fray, ready to take on any obstacle in the name of his king.
Indeed, he was the very picture of the perfect knight. In my opinion, the best chapter is right around the middle of the book.
Ah, the part about the war of the eagle and lion? That's my favorite part.
Wait a second, the war of the... Oh, cool. So there's also a scene about that war in the book, huh?
In a flash, Kaifon's sword flew from its scabbard. The knight parried the assassin's blade mere inches from the spine of his king.
Kaifon's blade hummed like the wind, slashing the enemy's throat. In mere moments, their forces lay vanquished, decimated by his mighty blows. I can recite the entirety of it if you like. I never grow weary of that tale, the pinnacle of knighthood, with all its struggles and glory.
I know just what you mean. I never get tired of it. Some people laugh at me for reading these old tales, but I'll never outgrow them. I'm glad to find someone who shares my enthusiasm.
I'm glad of it as well. Tell me,
those
what
two
other
are so
books do you
cute
enjoy,
together.
Ash?
Well, the first one I ever read was Lug and the Maiden of Wind.
You have fantastic taste. That story is another favorite. The final chapter makes me tear up every time.
I know. When I first read it, I just couldn't get that ending out of my head.
It seems we have much in common. I look forward to chatting again sometime.
I'd love to. Yes, let's.
Why are they so cute together? What is this? Why everything Ash does is being cute to everyone around him? Mercedes and Annette.
That shopping trip took longer than expected, didn't it, Mercy?
It truly did. You bought just about everything in the place.
You're so good at deciding the best thing to buy. I sort of wanted it all. I mean, not that I was excessive. I think you bought just about as much as I did.
Oh, really? The number of bags you're carrying says otherwise.
What? That's... Oh, fine. You got me. I was just having too much fun. I love shopping with you, Mercy.
It was fun. It's nice going into town without having to run errands for once.
Isn't it? And I'm pretty confident the professor will forgive our little detour.
Oh, will I? I'm not so sure about this, now that you confess to it.
This actually reminds me of going to school in Ferdiad.
Me too. It almost feels like that time in our lives was a story from long ago.
So much has changed since then. Oh, but there's at least one thing that hasn't changed.
You destroying the kitchen?
Me and you, right? We're the same old friends we always were.
That's just what I was about to say.
Beside of the fact that I still destroy kitchens.
I've known you so long I can always guess.
Mercy, we'll stay friends like this forever, won't we?
Is something wrong? You sound worried.
Since our time in the capital, so much has happened.
Huh?
We've had to make new lives for ourselves, and we've seen at least as many hard times as good. If things keep changing like this, I wonder if we'll be able to stay the same people we are now.
I wonder that too. I don't think everything in the future will be perfect, but it's us. So I'm sure
we'll figure it out together, right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
Oh, Mercy, I can always guess what you're gonna say.
Time for classes!
We better hurry back before the professor gets angry.
You're right. Run, Mercy!
What? Wait for me, Annie! You know I'm not as fast as you!
Run!
I must say, I'm quite glad that all of them get along so well with each other. So now Ingrid and Annette is the last one, and I think after that I'm going to make a cut, since the part already is getting quite long. And in the next part, we're going to do some development. Or maybe, I don't know. Do I really need to show every time what I do with my classes? I mean, basically I'm going to repeat the same stuff. Train a bit, develop them, and if something interesting happens, I'm going to cut in right away. But other than that, maybe I just focus down on the mission from now on. Yeah, I might do that. But who knows? I see what happens tomorrow, and then I decide. Anyways, I'm going to let you enjoy the last cutscene, and then I'm going to make a cut.
Hello, Ingrid. Can I have just a teeny tiny moment of your time?
Sure. I can spare a moment or two.
I was wondering, do you have any interest in fashion and makeup and stuff like that?
I haven't the time to bother with such frivolities. As long as basic hygiene is being met, then I'm happy.
Oh, but you're missing out on something so fun. I mean, it's not like you need it, of course. You've got beautiful bone structure, lovely hair, long legs, but aren't you interested in trying something new?
Well, thank you. I suppose I do find it all somewhat intriguing. But my time is precious to me, and my focus is on knighthood. Taking time to paint my face simply isn't a top priority.
Sure, but imagine if you could combine the two and become the most fabulous knight ever. Okay, maybe I'm taking it too far. I know knights don't necessarily need a ton of makeup or things like that for the job. I'm just saying, I really think you'd enjoy it if you opened your mind to it. All I'm talking about is a light touch. I can see it now. Your gorgeous face done up with a delicate application of makeup. The fabulous knight who everyone looks up to and wants to be.
Well, maybe? I guess. That does sound mostly harmless.
Hooray! Okay, we don't have a moment to lose. Here, take this makeup kit, play around with the colors, and see what speaks to you.
Oh no, don't do this! You're going to make a clown out of her! No!
I actually got that little kit as a gift the other day, and I wasn't sure what to do with it because I already have that one.
It's a limited palette, but I think it fits the look you're going for perfectly.
Are you
I
sure?
actually never agreed to start putting that stuff on my face, Annette.
What? Oh. Well then, I guess this whole kit will have to go to waste. I'll just throw it away like the garbage it is.
You're throwing it away? I can't just stand by and let something go to waste. Okay. All right. Thank you. We can do this.
That's the spirit! Oh, and I'm happy to help you learn to apply it too. Come on, let's go to my room. I have some brush techniques to show you before you get started.
Now, don't get carried away. Ugh. She played me like a fiddle.